Hello and welcome to Chic Magnet. I first heard of Looms of Ladakh during the COVID pandemic of 2020. We were looking for some artisans and artisan cooperatives to raise money for, and someone had suggested their name. Fortunately, they were well looked after by its founder, but I fell in love with them and I continued to follow their work since. Looms of Ladakh is a farm to fashion brand, if ever there was one. This means they are herden and artisan first. They are a cooperative, which means its artisans and weavers are actually co-owners of the brand. Its founder brought together women weavers of Ladakh, and Ladakh is one of the very, very few places in India where women actually weave. In the rest of India, it's the men who weave, and the women are just an extra pair of hands at home. Anyway, so in Ladakh, these beautiful women weavers got together to create a pashmina label. Pashmina is a very soft wool of the Ladakhi mountain goat, and it is considered to be a precious commodity in the world of luxury fashion. Few Indian companies work with pashmina because it is very hard to source and thus very expensive. Looms of Ladakh is special not only because of its quality of pashmina, but also because it is an all-women enterprise. I've seen its wares in various pop-ups in Mumbai, where I live. They are beautiful, soft pieces, thick pieces of woolen wear, much like one's grandmother makes. Neutral grays and beiges, thick earmuffs, socks, caps, and what have you. But I visited Leh and I visited the Looms of Ladakh store and cooperative in the Leh Bazaar last week. It's less of a store, more of an office, like a government office, but the first floor where the store really is a really beautiful space. It is done up with local wood and it has a very sophisticated vibe. I met a lovely lady who used to be their CEO until last year called Lobsang Lamu. She was really soft-spoken and everyone in Leh is so soft-spoken. It's almost like they are praying under their breath. So Lobsang showed us around, and the items here were so different from what I had seen back home in Bombay. Much of this is thanks to a designer collaboration that Looms of Ladakh has gotten into with the very brilliant Reena Singh of Eka. Eka is one of India's well-loved sustainable labels. Reena used motifs of mountains, prayer wheels, and such. For the first time ever, she also introduced embroidery to Looms of Ladakh. She's also introduced a little bit of color in the fabric, which means most of it was inspired by the multicolored prayer flags you see looming all over Ladakh. The pieces were gorgeous, and they can be sold and worn anywhere in the world. I just need to tell you that this collaboration has been brought about by Royal Enfield Social Mission. It's a CSR arm of the motorcycle company, but calling it merely a government mandate is really, really unfair. The manner in which Siddharth Lal, and I'm a big fan of his, the way he has attempted to impact the terrain and the communities of the Himalayas, where most of his riders venture to, it's nothing short of a passion project. It really is a calling of the heart. Lal is the CEO of Royal Enfield and Aisha Motors, and he has initiated something called the Himalayan Knot, which is a textile conservation project in the area. He says, and I'm quoting him, I'm going to read it out. Craftsmanship has long been an anchor of legacies. In Ladakh, finely woven woolen textiles stand as silent storytellers of the weaving heritage of the Changpa women whose skilled hands capture history in motifs. Some of the other upcoming collaborations are Sonam Dupal and Sushant Abrol of the menswear label Country Made. Both are excellent designers. Siddharth Lal's vision is to leave every place better. I actually wrote Pillion a little further up from Looms of Ladakh to a gorgeous little space called Camp Kharu. It is an all-green pit stop for bikers going up to Pangong and Hanle. It's a very popular biking trail, and it's also the Silk Route. It's also on the Silk Route of history. Uh, Anyway, Camp Kharu is a two-storied, 1,500 square foot structure made of driftwood and rammed earth. Both of these are local material that the architects have worked with. Camp Kharu functions as a cafe. It has a kitchen run by 6 local women from a self-help group. And the ground floor is also an exhibition space. It overlooks the magnificent Indus River and the views are breathtaking. I visited Kharu too, obviously, and I rode pillion with one of Royal Enfield's riders, Keegan D'Souza. I wore a soft white woolen shawl from Looms of Ladakh and akam. The ladies at Camp Kharu made me barley beer and served me in a teacup out of the teapot. Can you believe this? And next door, there was a concert by Das Shooks. They are a local Ladakhi band and they enjoy rock star status. It was such a mood fix to see little Ladakhi boys and girls groove, and all of them knew all the lyrics to the songs.